Hello, no mai, haere mai. Welcome to Rangai, our wonderful studio here in Turanganui, Kiwa, Gisborne. We have an awesome show lined up for you today. I'm Aotearoa Harrison.
And I'm Lynn Rollins.
And but before we get into the show, let's have our karakia timatanga, our opening prayer. He honore, he kororea ki te atua. He manga rongo ki te whenua. He whakaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. Ake, amene.
So yeah, we already introduced ourselves. Yeah. I'm Lynn, and that's Aotearoa.
I'm Te Aroha.
Yeah.
So on today's show, we have segment 1. We'll be talking to a local musician, Beka Grace.
Hello.
That's her.
And then on the second segment, we're talking about the New Zealand starter pack.
What does it take to survive in this country? A lot, apparently.
Yeah. So first up on today's show, we have obviously our amazing Beka. Hello. So thank you so much for coming to the studio.
Thank you for having me. It's really wonderful being here.
Yes. By the way, I love your outfit. Amazing.
I love yours. Thank you so much.
So, like, how's your summer been so far?
I'd like to say that it's been productive, but it really hasn't. I finished working on the album last year, so these holidays have just been like, oh yes, I can relax now. So just been hanging out with friends and family, and yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, question time. So, for the viewers' sake, because I know you very well,
yes,
obviously, can you please tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay, so I'm Beka Grace Campbell, 16 years old, born and raised in Gisborne. Not much exciting about me, just trying to make it in the little music industry. And yeah, I just work on little productions at home, and yeah.
Yeah, so in like the music industry, like what genre do you normally go for your music? Like
mainly pop things, I'd say. That's how I describe it. A little bit of 80s kind of vibe, since I use a lot of synthesizers. I don't know if that's noticeable, but I definitely am inspired by that genre. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you listen to do you listen to the genre that you make music for, or do you just listen all over the place?
All over the place, really. The only thing I'm just kind of experimenting with music, and then seeing what comes.
Fair enough.
So your first album was called Wandering on Mars, and I love that name. That's such a slick name. Where did it come from?
At the time of making the album, I felt very disconnected from who I wanted to be. So I kind of felt like it was watching myself from outer space. So Wandering on Mars just kind of
made the name just even better.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's always fun to hear, like a fun story behind it.
Yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
so you have a second album coming out really soon.
Exciting.
And it's called Validation. And we have a little bit of the title song here, and
Yeah. What would you like to know about it?
First of all, the album cover is like amazing. Just saying.
Sweet, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's nice. So yeah, is this more like? Do you still feel like to like the disconnected part, like the wandering, or do you feel like? I just want to know about like the validation title. What is that?
Yeah, is there an overall theme you're going for with validation?
Validation, I definitely came more into my own music style. I feel like my last was kind of inspired by the people who I was listening to at the time, whether this one is just like, if it sounds right to me, I like it. So it's kind of like, I don't really need that validation from other people now.
Oh, yes.
Validating myself.
Very good.
And this little album cover was just made in my bedroom. My sisters helped me take it. It was actually taken on my little iPhone 6S. That's why it's,
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I kind of like how it's like a little bit like grainy and with like the lighting and stuff.
It's very neat,
nice.
I think.
Definitely happening right now.
Yeah, and also the track is just amazing.
Thank you so much.
So when is the exact date that the album is releasing?
So it's coming out on the 22nd of the 2nd in 2022. So there's some twos there if you noticed.
Yes. That's an interesting date because if I see that correctly, is you can read it backwards.
Yeah.
Is that on purpose?
Well, it was actually because it was my second album, so I was like, oh, wouldn't it be fitting to have all the twos? And yeah, it's pretty.
That's really fun.
That's so neat.
It's satisfying to see all the little twos.
Great.
Yeah,
Okay,
cool.
well, thank you for coming in today. I can't wait to hear your full album. I'll definitely listen to it. I promise you I will. I will.
Thank you very much.
And she will too.
Yes, I will.
Anyways, yes, thank you. So Beka Grace's new album, Validation, is out on February 22nd and will be available for pre-save on...
February 2nd.
Great.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you for coming today. And we look forward to hearing more from you. After the break, we have segment 2, which is about...
The New Zealand starter pack.
Yes.
Yep.
And how to live.
In New Zealand.
All right.
Through the veins of our people here. So we're hoping that if we can offer this opportunity, that more of us can be in the industry. Acting is storytelling, bringing the parts of myself that make that character really shine. The amazing thing about every character that you play is that they are human and they have their own truths and they go through certain emotions, and that's where your own truth comes in.
What's up, Rangatahi?
What's up, Rangatahi? What's up, Rangatahi? What do you guys get up to in Te Tairawhiti?
Is it hanging at the beach?
Is it hanging with friends?
Going for walks up the Maunga?
What's important to you?
Segment is going to be about New Zealand, how to survive in New Zealand and what makes us weird, different and cool.
Yeah, so we have two people here that are from New Zealand and one who isn't. I think you can guess who's who.
I wonder who it is.
I wonder who it is. So difficult. So yes, obviously, hello, I am here. I am not from New Zealand.
Yes.
I am from Belgium, which is located in Europe.
Yes.
So it's like a little bit very different from New Zealand.
A little bit very different.
A little bit very different.
I suppose on that note then, what would you say are the more noticeable differences? What was like the biggest thing that struck you when you came to New Zealand?
I think the environment, like I came from Belgium, which is like a tenth of the size of New Zealand. And I think it has close over 11 million people in population.
My goodness.
So it's like lots of people really close together. There's not a single mountain in Belgium. Nothing is high enough to classify as a mountain. they're just all just hills. It's just hills.
They're just
if they are.
It's so easy to get around then though. It's just like chill.
And anybody who goes camping, everyone goes to the same spot because it's the only spot where you can go like reasonably camping. And even then we're fighting over it with France, so you know.
Have you been there before to there?
Yeah, a few times.
Is it nice or?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
worth it then.
Worth it, yeah. But it's just like every holiday, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm going over there, and it's like, oh yeah, 4 other people are also going there. Because
Suppose you meet people from all parts of the country, and you all go to the same camping spot. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So that's like the most noticeable difference. But we were talking about New Zealand. What makes New Zealand like authentic? I know that there's like 3 different meanings for the word kiwi.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have the fruit.
Yes.
And the person, like, is it like the person who's born in New Zealand?
What defines a Kiwi? Like, is it like someone who's born here or someone who's just been here long enough
I don't know.
to be a Kiwi?
I feel like we can adopt some Kiwis if they've been here long enough. They
yeah.
classify.
Okay.
You just gotta be familiar with all the things on this list. If you're familiar with all the things on this list, you are officially a Kiwi.
That's true.
And there's also the Kiwi bird.
Oh yeah, the bird. Yeah.
I forgot about the bird.
Just totally forgot about the bird.
Unfortunately, there's more Kiwi people than there are Kiwi birds, and that's a sad fact of life.
Wow.
That ruins my day.
#revive the Kiwi.
So
Yes.
true.
Thank you.
And obviously, New Zealanders love their food, all types. And there's a few like icons in the. So you have, what are they called? Pineapple.
Pineapple
lumps.
Pineapple lumps.
They're okay.
Do you not like pineapple lumps? You've been disowned as a Kiwi.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think I've tried them before.
They're really good. Well, they're good for a Kiwi. I don't know. You learn to adapt to the taste, I feel.
I don't hate them. I like them, but I don't love them. They're just pineapple lumps.
They're there, I guess.
They're there.
Whitaker's chocolate though.
But can it compete with Belgian chocolate though?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never no, I have. I have had it, but in the form of chocolate milk.
Oh.
And it was amazing. It's the best chocolate milk in the world.
Wow. That's
And
worth a
also,
try.
you know, like chocolate itself.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that because that chocolate milk is the best chocolate milk in the world, that Belgian chocolate is better than Whitaker's.
I think so. It's pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Especially if you go to Belgium, the one brand you should get is Côte d'Or, which is French, obviously. And like the name is French. It is from Belgium. Don't worry. But it's amazing. It has this little outfit on it, and it's really cool.
Oh, sweet.
I'll keep that in mind the next time I go to Belgium.
Me too.
And Marmite, another staple food thing.
Do we have some Marmite haters over here?
What is Marmite? Oh no, I don't dislike Marmite. I like Marmite.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like a spread.
It's a spread, but what is Marmite?
I don't like Marmite.
Really?
I've tried it like once.
That's fair enough.
It's better than Vegemite though. I think we can all agree. So.
I haven't tried it.
Really?
No. I remember, I think once my little sister, when she was still in kindergarten, I think it's kindergarten, or was it preschool? I don't
Same
know.
thing.
Is it?
Just yeah.
Okay, it's the same thing now. They made their lunches themselves, and she got like what she thought was chocolate spread.
Oh no.
Like hazelnut spread, and she got it like a bunch on her bread, and then she bit into it, and it was Marmite.
Yes.
It's like the worst surprise
The best thing to ever happen.
So,
Oh,
and she like lathered it up, and I was like,
That's so sad.
yeah.
Right, moving on. Bluebird chips.
Yeah.
Do you have a favourite flavour?
I can't say I do.
I'm probably just an original myself. What about you?
What?
I'm sorry.
Original?
Yeah, I'm pretty basic over here.
Oh, okay. Well, I like chicken and salt and vinegar.
Ah, I see.
Oh, actually,
Actually, I like just about everything that isn't the plain one.
the sour cream and chives is actually really
Yeah,
good.
no, that is pretty good, but I reckon chicken and sour cream and chives, I can't really tell the difference.
Oh, okay then.
Okay, next one, pies.
Oh, I'm vegetarian. I can't have much say in this. I'm a fake Kiwi. I'm sorry.
What? Oh my gosh. That's okay.
What about you guys?
It's definitely like in Belgium, you don't really have like a pie shop in like every street
Yeah.
or like a bunch of like, it's not as normal to just grab a pie from the gas station when you're, it's not as normal.
Does it still happen, or is it just
I mean, like, you can get pies. It's not like they're like outlawed or anything. It's just like it's not as like cultural, like embedded as it is here.
Where do you get them if you want them?
Like at a shop, I guess.
That's crazy.
I
Like
think
frozen pies.
I'm just gonna have to get a pack of Frozens and take them to Belgium the next time I go to Belgium.
Yeah, just stock
To
up.
Belgium.
For real.
Fast food. Fast food seems to be pretty much the same all over the world. We've also got the same major chains, McDonald's,
Yeah, but I feel
the
like
other McDonald's.
I feel like here fast food is like way more like cultural than it is in Belgium. Like it feels like a lot more like it's like part of the experience. Like you get a bunch of fast food and stuff like that. Like
We're very healthy here.
I usually wouldn't eat as much fast food as I do here, I think, in Belgium.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't as like pressed as it is here.
KFC, I think, has got to be the biggest one.
Do you reckon? I reckon McDonald's is like...
Well, I mean, yum, I mean, that. KFC is just, you can't go wrong with that chicken.
I haven't eaten KFC in years.
Oh yeah, you were saying, didn't it give you like food poisoning?
Yeah, I think it gave me like food poisoning. It was...
It's rubbish, mate, rubbish. KFC's wonderful.
Okay, agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Fair,
then
whatever.
you have... and then you have the New Zealand on maps. The huge...
What do you mean New Zealand on maps?
Yeah, where is it? That's the question.
Oh yeah, we just kind of don't exist to some places.
Yeah.
It's not because we don't exist. It's because we live on the border, the cusp of reality, which we're constantly phasing in and out of. You know why Lord of the Rings exists? Because that happened while New Zealand was just phasing into the fantasy world that we actually are. We're like the lost city of Atlantis.
That's so true, actually.
We're here, but we're not. You understand? You wouldn't understand if you weren't a Kiwi.
Okay, that was intense.
Moving on.
Moving on, yeah. Slang. There's so much slang. Like, even in your intro, you said slick, which is like...
I don't think that's New Zealand slang. That's just me being a cringe person.
Is it?
I feel like what's the like chirp, shot bro, shot G, chirp.
Like too much. Like people say too much in like a good way.
Yeah.
And it's like what?
Does sweet ass count as?
Yeah,
Sweet ass,
I feel
that's
like I see that a
definitely
lot.
one. Yeah.
Sweet ass.
Even g'day was sort of adopted from Australia. It's like old Pākehā
And, like,
men tend to say g'day frequently.
Yeah.
And like Maori words, like in like normal English.
Yeah, it's pretty common, eh?
Yeah, like
The
just
simple
like a symbol
phrases.
like kia ora or kapai or
Kia ora.
something like that.
Yeah.
Kia ora, ka kite.
You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, I think it's really interesting because I don't feel like I feel like there's definitely dialect in Belgium, especially from the Flemish part that I'm from. But like I can't think off the top of my head of like one phrase or something like a slang word.
That's crazy.
I can't remember. Like I think we had like a word of the year that nobody used.
Wow.
There's like a word of the year that was like nominated and people voted and stuff. And nobody used the word.
And it's funny because it's like a much smaller country. You think everyone would have a sort of similar bro.
Yeah, but it does
thing.
have 11 million people, which is more than New Zealand does.
That is true. That is true.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, and then one more thing, it's like the amount of seagulls, especially in like, you don't even have to be able to like see this ocean.
You can be smack bang in the middle of the country and still get seagulls.
That's so
They're
cool.
everywhere.
Yeah.
They are,
just
yes.
Yeah, they're actually the government spies, I've been told, so.
oh no,
Wait,
they're everywhere.
you just, forget about that. Forget about what you just heard. You didn't hear it. Good.
But yeah. And more onto like, I was talking about like the differences between Belgium and stuff, but I think like the biggest like school, because I'm still in school, the biggest school thing is like, I feel like this school system is a little bit slower. I feel like I'm like a couple of years behind on some.
You're the other way around.
No, like behind on the Belgian school system.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you meant the other way around, like New Zealand was a bit
behind.
Yeah, New Zealand is a bit behind Belgium.
Okay.
That's what I mean. I mean that I'm behind on.
Yeah, the fact we didn't even understand that.
That was so weirdly worded. I'm so sorry.
No, I think we're just a bit behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is like sometimes like especially on like maths fronts, I feel like some people when I came into year 7, some people didn't even know their times tables.
Oh, whoa.
And like you have to learn that in year
3.
2 in Belgium.
I remember learning times tables when I was like 5. My teachers always used to say, you have to know this before you go to intermediate. And so we did. But it must just depend on the school. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
I'm not going to trash talk my school, but maybe.
It's not like they care, honestly.
It's not like they care. Wow.
Okay, that's the end of our segment about New Zealand. Thank you for listening to us talk about our wonderful country. We'll see you again after the break. Bye.
Bye.
There are the veins of our people here. So we're hoping that if we can offer this opportunity, that more of us can be in the industry. Acting is storytelling, bringing the parts of myself that make that character really shine.
The amazing thing about every character that you play is that they are human and they have their own truths and they go through certain emotions, and that's where your own truth comes in.
What's up, Rangatahi?
What's up, Rangatahi? What's up, Rangatahi? What do you guys get up to in Te Tairawhiti?
Is it hanging at the beach?
Is it hanging with friends?
Going for walks up the Maunga?
What's important to you?
So, welcome back everyone. We had a very fun show. Obviously, we first had Beka with us, and that was so much fun. Learned lots about your music. That was cool.
Aww.
And then we had the segment talking about New Zealand and like New Zealand starter pack for everyone who's just come into New Zealand.
Yeah.
You're right there.
Yep.
You're just.
This is necessary, don't
Just
worry.
filling space.
Yes, it's necessary. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. I'm glad that you set in for that one. That was, it was very fun.
Thanks for sticking with us for the whole show, by the way.
I'll be here, don't worry.
Great.
That was a lot of fun.
You're welcome. You can come back anytime.
Yeah. Yeah, so please, if you want to, please subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
don't want to miss that.
So,
Haere
Hasta luego.
from everyone here at Rangai Mai, and to our Tongan brothers and sisters over the way, toki sio. That's it. That's it.
See you
Yeah.
Bam.
later.
That means see you later for everyone who doesn't know. Right, we're gonna hiaha te me nui o te ao.
He tangata, he tangata, he
he
tangata.
tangata. Goodbye.
Bye.